So today I want to install this new power supply into that machine. Custom built, not by me, and the power will go here on this part, face up, so this goes up to suck out every particle of dust. And yeah, this seems the best option to put it this way, even though there is a ventilation shaft here. It seems that from the tutorials I read is that it's sucking out more air from the inside and pushing it out is quite a good option. So this is what I'm going to do. And as I said before, I have not built this PC. I bought it, and this power supply was not sufficient and crashed, even crashed, so it does not work anymore. So I opted to buy a new one, the VS550 from Corsair, more reliable, and hopefully it will power up my GTX 1063 GB. Let's try it. So let's start with installation process. I'll turn this around and I will put this upside with the ventilation on top, and I think put it in this way. So to recap, I have some pre-installed cables into my power supply. First of all, I will be showing the connectors. So there are all the connectors for your PC, of course, your GPU, your hard drives, like you see here, your vents. You use a male and a female connector here to connect the power to the vents, which is quite obvious. You also have the 24-pin connector to connect to your motherboard, quite obvious. Your connectors for your graphics card, your PCIe, and your connector for your processors are needed also. And here you have your 24-pin connector on your motherboard. It's quite obvious. You have your connector for your GPU, you have your connector for your processor rather, which are quite clearly indicated on your motherboard and your other pieces of your desktop. Now it's time to finally bolt in those bolts and connect them all so it fits quite snug, so it doesn't move and doesn't make any noise, because this power supply is quite low in noise, so we have to keep it that way. This is the connection for the vents, male and female, connected in. All vents are centralized in one central box, that's why I only have to connect one. Then there are the connections for the SSD and the hard drive, which are now focused, which is hard for this camera, it seems to be, but it works. And then we also need to connect some other pieces, but my other self will talk about that a little bit further through the voice of the camera. So let's go, we are almost there. Yes, so I put in the cables for the SSD there, and a cable for the hard drive there, next to the cables that are, if it focuses a little bit, there on the right. This connects to your motherboard, and this one connects to the power supply clearly, as you can see. Now we will look at the cables that I pulled through the back there. I pulled them from the underside to here, and now I have the 24-pin connector to go to there, to the motherboard, and then the cable for the CPU and the GPU. And like I showed before, those vents are all connected to this one main unit, and this unit needs power, so I connect it in the back like I showed before. So now let's put these in and see how this works. So this one fits. I clicked it in, pulling back this lever, and I think it fits. And then I put this one in, the graphics cards one, and then I put that one in for the CPU. If it finds it, there it is. So that works. It's a little bit annoying that the cable has to go around like this. For cable management this is not perfect, but if I look, everything seems fine. Press the button and look at this. I see some colors, some LEDs, some nice air coming through the back, even some LED lights not working down there, but they are flickering. I guess they are a little bit bad connection there. But everything seems to be working. The back here is working, the vents are working. I guess I will try to put it on to the PC and connect it to the PC, but I think the power is connected. Everything works great.